So many of you have heard about record high gold prices. Many of us don't have little gold bars sitting around the house. But if you have broken, dated, or even ugly pieces of jewelry, none of that matters. When you sell it, it gets melted anyway. We stopped by Wright Pawn Jewelry to see just how quickly precious metal and other items can add up. Pamela Wright explained the various roles of a pawn shop and the rules that apply when you sell, borrow, or buy. Pam, pawn shops have been a part of the fabric, the financial fabric of this country for quite some time, actually around the world.
We have the ability to lend money and also to buy and purchase.
Yeah, and you're also highly regulated, especially in Texas.
We are. The Texas State Legislature sets the rates, and the rules around pawn shops are governed by the Office of Consumer Credit Commissioner.
Yeah, and we talk about some of those rules are knowing who is getting a loan or pawning something.
Absolutely. You have to present an ID, such as a valid driver's license or a passport, in order to make a loan or sell to us. And every evening we upload to the Houston Police Department all items that come through our stores, so everything's checked to make sure things are not stolen.
Yeah, all right. You really kind of, when it comes to what's happening in a local economy, you kind of feel the pulse before the rest of us do, because you see it in the trends in terms of people making loans or selling things.
You know, we really do. We can tell by the loan balance going up rapidly, the amount of merchandise coming in to buy, or what for us to buy, or whether our clients are buying from us. We can really tell when the economy's tight.
Yeah, are you seeing a little bit of it right now?
Yes, due to inflation, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
All right, and precious metals are one of the most lucrative things that people can give. Gold, for example, and you're encouraging people, if you're needing that extra money, now is the time to rummage through your drawers.
Absolutely.
And look for gold, because to give people an example of how lucrative it is right now, last month it posted the highest it has posted ever, $2,483 an ounce. Just 1 year ago, it was $1,939 an ounce. Okay, so you can see how it's increased. Right here we have an example of, this looks like nothing. This looks like something people would have in the bottom of the drawer and throw away, earring backs.
Exactly.
Right? A lot of us have they don't match the other earrings, so we just...
Can you believe people toss them and put plastic earring backs on?
Yeah. Or a broken earring back from a clip earring, something that people would toss. But just this little bit right here is worth about what?
$120. Wow. So do not throw away pieces of jewelry.
Yeah.
You can bring them in and we'll tell you whether they're gold or gold filled or brass.
Yeah.
You know.
Or whether they're 10 karat, 14, 18, 22, or 24. The closer you are to 24, the more valuable it is, right?
Correct.
Okay. Rings. A lot of people, just whether it's a divorce, whether they've upgraded, whether they inherited it, through other family members, bands like this are things that people might not want to wear. But again, don't toss it.
Don't toss it, because many of these were bought in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and you'll actually make money on it because gold is so high.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And this is worth about what?
That's worth $1,081.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, yeah, well, but I just have one earring. I don't have the other earring. I lost it. Or it's not really good looking. Okay. For example. Okay. This is the one thing I love about pawn shops. You can come in and find some very unusual things. You find current things, but you find some that you can find nowhere else in the world. Nowhere else in the world, right? But they'll say, oh, but that's not attractive. You don't care about how attractive or not it is. This is going to be melted anyway.
That's right. And again, one earring is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's $4,532
for this little pile right here.
For that pile right there.
A lot of us have these chains from years ago. This is a pattern that's been around for decades. So these right here, again, solid gold. A lot of the newer ones you'll find today, to save money, they'll make them almost hollow.
Yes,
right?
almost hollow.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are all solid. I can feel that. But just these three chains, 2 necklaces and a bracelet, worth about.
They're $5,800. And again, the newer chains are hollow, but a lot of us inherit or have purchased in the past the ones that are solid.
Yeah.
Hollow still has value, though.
Okay. All right. Coming on over here, these are pieces that aren't name brand luxury, but they are gold. If you have name brand luxury pieces like Cartier, that can be worth more than just scrap.
Absolutely worth more than scrap. The Cartier love bracelets continue to be very popular. Tiffany, some of the David Yurman, we will pay more than scrap.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's a very desirable, it can be half of retail or more.
Okay. So. We've been focusing on yellow gold or gold, but actually platinum and silver also have value, but just not as much as gold.
Yes, you're correct on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Outside of those precious metals, something else that is fetching a good price for a lot of people, Rolex watches.
Yes, the
Right.
Rolex watches, there's a limited availability. So the used market, the prices are up. Of course, condition, desirability, age, all of that comes into play.
Yeah, because if you go to buy a brand new Rolex, sometimes you're on a waiting list. It's going
That's
to take some time, but you know how we are. We want it right now. So you go ahead and buy a pre-owned one, which you know they're built to go for several decades anyway.
That's
so
right. That's right.
You can get one that's been all nice and polished up, and nobody will know.
And it looks almost like the new one.
Yeah.
So there. Yeah.
All right. Other things that people will bring in are precious stones, primarily diamonds. In the recent years, we've had this lab-grown diamond that's come into the market. How's that impacted things?
Well, lab-grown diamonds are far less than natural diamonds, but natural diamonds hold their value far better than the labs. And this is a natural 3-carat diamond. Price difference between a lab and that is 70%.
Wow.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay. Another area where people are able to make a little bit of money is the luxury line of collectible handbags. And you have a lot of them here, all the name brands, the Gucci, the Chanel, the Louis Vuitton. So when people bring in their bags to resell, what do they need to keep in mind?
Need to keep in mind the desirability of the handbag, the condition of the handbag, because it look like it's in good condition to the current owner, but the new owner doesn't like your perfume, your stains on the inside. And there are a lot of pre-owned handbags on the market right now. So we'll look at anything, but sometimes we have to turn it down based on condition.
Or turn it down based on it's not real. You
That's
have
right.
The ability,
Oh my gosh, yes.
You have the ability to check to see if those handbags are authentic.
That's
but you also, backing up to the lab-grown and diamonds, you have the ability to check and see if those are lab-grown or natural diamonds.
Yes, we do. We have all the equipment for that. We have all the gold testing equipment. We have Cartier and Rolex authentication processes. So we will test everything that comes in for authenticity. And when we sell our treasure to the next owner, we stand behind what we sell.
All right, so you can come in, get a loan, make a deal, or get a deal. And keep in mind, it's always a negotiation. As opposed to going to the store, like a retail store where prices are set, you can come in here, go back and forth. Do you have something to trade in on it? You can talk about that. But I'm going to end with just how much a pawn shop can offer in the way of uniqueness. This right here, what do you think it is? Looks like something that you put on your shelf or something, right? It's actually a handbag. And this handbag, you can manipulate the fingers, but I'm not, let me just, that is the ultimate in creativity.
Oh my gosh.
I won't be taking this bag to the next gala.
Me either.
Judith Lieber, peace everybody.
Peace out.
Peace out. All right. By the way, Wright's has armed HPD off-duty officers in and around the store, just so you know. Pamela suggests that before you go to any pawn shop, check their standing with the Better Business Bureau to make sure they are doing good, honest business.